Good morning, India. Good morning, humanity. I am looking forward to you, students and youth, countrywide, worldwide, to save and sustain humanity, civilization, and nature. My heart is bleeding. I have witnessed those photos and the live streams from UGC New Delhi, from Occupy UGC. Our children seeking for higher studies, research, and a scholarship for research have been lathi charged brutally. Our girls, our boys, our young men and young ladies were attacked with shameless, merciless brutality in the capital of genocide, New Delhi, the capital of rape, the capital of lynching, the capital of beef gate, which now does not spare the Hindus, the South Indians, the Malayalis, and it raided Kerala House last day only. Deep into the heart of night, I was face to face to my dearest poet, my beloved guide and friend, Navarun Bhattacharya. Once again, I listened to his deepest voice. এই মৃত্যু পতাকা আমার দেশ নয়. Nalanda went way back in Navan days, holding his father Bijan Bhattacharya's hand, and he presents the eyewitness account of filmmaking by yet another legend, the greatest filmmaker in India, who was rooted deep into the जल, जमीन, जंगल, पहाड़, हिमालय, नदियों और समुंदर. He was Ritik Ghatak, who used the Indian melodrama with objective vision, scientific methodology, and presented materialistic interpretation of history. He is unprecedented. He is unique, and Navanda, sorry. হ্যালো হ্যালো हाँ কে বলছে कौन हाँ बोलिए क्या है हाँ बोलिए नहीं आपको कहना क्या है मैं कलकत्ता से बोल रहा हूँ आपको किससे बात करनी है हाँ किससे बात करनी है हाँ बोलिए जल्दी बोलिए मैं रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहा हूं हाँ अच्छा सॉरी फॉर द इंटरप्शन आई गेट फोन कॉल्स फ्रॉम एवरी कॉर्नर ऑफ द कंट्री एंड वर्ल्ड वाइड आई गेट द फीडबैक एंड आई फॉरवर्ड इट टू यू यस Navanda presented the phenomenon of Ritik Ghatak. He explained frame to frame, Meghadhaka, Tara, Subarno, Rekha, and Komal Gandhar, the folk legacy of Indian cinema, the aesthetics of social realism. I am dealing this again and again. Navarunda was explaining the merger of genus and mediums in accordance with the aesthetics of social realism. It was all about Ritik Ghatak. Nobody did support Ritik Ghatak except Mrs. Indira Gandhi, the dictator whom we remember for freedom of Bangladesh and emergency, and even for the tragedy, Sikh genocide and Operation Blue Star. Navarunda told nobody did support Ritik Ghatak except Indira Gandhi, who imported Ritik back home from Bangladesh. He was a neglected, a lonely person in solitude. Today, this morning, I went to a newspaper stall to pay my bill, and he was repenting that Bengal and India have lost its writers, intellectuals. The puja special issues of Bengali newspapers, media, and even little magazines have lost the standard. And I told, there are writers like Mandakranta Sen, who does not write on demand, and Mandakranta Sen was sidelined, and the market opted for other persons who write urban, purely metro literature of sexual advances. I told him, Mahasweta Devi and Navarun Bhattacharya had not been supported by the institutions, by the media houses. They wrote for little magazines, and they are the greatest writer and poet, the mother and the son. I am very, very lucky to have met Mahasweta Devi way back in 1980 when I began my journalism in the underground fire of coal fields in Jharkhand, in United Bihar, in Dhanbad. I met Mahasweta Devi and she lended me her vision. I met Navarunda very late. I was reciting his poem, Ei Mrityu Pataka Amar Desh Noy. But I met him around 2002 and 3 when Mahasweta Devi chose to publish Bhasha Bandhan, and she was generous enough to include me, an unknown writer, in the editorial board with Pankaj Vist, Viren Dangwal, Kamla Prasad and others. My colleagues Kripashankar Chaube and Arvind Chaturved accompanied us in the editorial board, and with day-to-day meetings, deliberations, I knew Navarunda. I remember him bit by bit, and last night deep late night when the news was breaking that our children are beaten, thrashed, lathi charged and arrested in Indian capital New Delhi when where and near where in Dadri, represented by MP Mahesh Sharma, the Culture Minister of India, the beef get began, and it has climaxed. It has climaxed. The writers, poets, sociologists, artists from no less than 150 nations have been united. Our writers and poets have returned awards in masse except Bengal. Bengal is detached except Mandakranta Sen. I am looking forward to Calcutta University. I am looking forward to Jadavpur University. I am looking forward to Presidency College and St. Stephen's College, and I am in quest of traces of the lost 70s, which was represented by our beloved Navarun Bhattacharya. I want to see what the whole KOLOROB screams after this, as their friends have been thrashed, lathi charged in New Delhi. We stand with our children rock solid, and in 70s we were not indulged in reservation or anti-reservation movement. We wanted to change the system. We wanted to change the state power. We wanted to make it free, democratic and secular India. We wanted to sustain nature, civilization and humanity. It was all about 70s. And we were united. Those students and youth who were united to make India afresh, to make India united, to sustain the inherent pluralism and diversity. They joined Jai Prakash Narayan JP for complete revolution, Sampurna Kranti in 70s, and it ended into the periphery of US imperialism and open market economy. It activated the resurrection of Hindu. It revived RSS, who got itself included in the ruling hegemony, hitherto sidelined despite the grand alliance Guru Golbolkar was successful to create, to partition India, to readjust the demography of India with the Holocaust of population transfer, to eject out the indigenous aborigine peasantry from the heart of East Bengal, who were leading all the insurrections, uprisings and mass movements against feudal and imperialist setup of production system and state power. They are degenerated, they are disorganized, they are deprived of civic and human rights. They have been scattered countrywide, deep into the Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and all over India, deep into the forests in central India, and with the tribals, because the developed communities had no access in tribal geography, because those tribal geographies were scheduled areas. Those scheduled areas were broken with a humanitarian cause. What an excuse! It broke the scheduled areas, and the peasantry was put against the tribal India. I tried my best to unite the refugees and tribal people. I talked to the tribal leaders, I talked to the refugee leaders. The tribals are ready to unite with the refugees, but the refugees, as much as insecure as the Muslims and non-Hindus are, as the SC, OBC and ST communities are in India, they have to link themselves to ruling power this way or that way, because they have no political reservation. They have lost their mother tongue. They have not the right to reservation. They are deprived of citizenship. They are subjected to deportation. They have to invite Ashok Shah, Rajnath Singh and Nitin Gadkari on their forum, even in New Delhi. In November, such a rally would be organized in New Delhi. I would not be there, but I support their demand, because I know they are most insecure people in India. In New Delhi, in Indian capital, no citizen is safe anymore. Anybody can be doubted that he is eating beef or he is keeping beef in refrigerator. It is not limited to the general mixed demography. Kerala House had been searched, and wait, the government of India, the governors of fascism would allow the Bajrangi Brigade to encroach the embassies of United States of America, the superpower, Russia and Islamic nations, and it would be a diplomatic disaster. We are rushing to. Latest news is that Jansatta has published the scientists have joined us. बढ़ती असहिष्णुता पर चिंता जताई वैज्ञानिकों ने, जनसत्ता की रिपोर्ट है। वैज्ञानिकों ने कहा अत्यधिक ध्रुवीकृत समुदाय परमाणु बम की तरह खतरनाक होते हैं। यह किसी भी समय फट सकता है और देश को विकट अराजकता में धकेल सकता है। यहाँ अत्यधिक अस्थिर माहौल है और इस विषमता को खत्म करने के लिए जो भी हमारे हाथ में हो वह करना चाहिए और समाज को वैज्ञानिक भावना से जागृत करना चाहिए। एंड इट इज द कंट्राडिक्शन, greatest contradiction about the generation next, because this saffron tsunami, this genocide tsunami is created by the students and youth who included themselves in the Bajrangi Brigade and who have become the apes the social networking and the widgets and gadgets of the governance of fascism. And Bengali Daily এই সময় published a leader story today, and it screams লালু নীতিশকে বিধে বিহারি যুবাদের ভোট পাওয়াই বিজেপির পাখির চোখ. Fascism is losing the battle in Bihar. Muslims are not voting for RSS, and the general B.K. Singh, the central minister, dubbed the Dalits and SCs, OBCs, STs as dogs, fed dogs, and it has the adverse impact. And RSS hopes, BJP hopes, the youth, the students would emerge as saviors. It is the contradiction. We were the students in 70s, and we were progressive. We were dreaming. We had aspiration and ambition, not personal. We are committed. We had the aesthetics of social realism. We were going to the roots. We are amidst the peasantry. We are rushing deep into the forest. We are roaming around the tribal geography. We were the students of the 70s, and the students, the youth today, they have to become the saviors of the genocide, ethnic cleansing tsunami. And the result, yes, Indian Express has published a leader story today. Reservation often holds sway over merit. End quota in higher education institutions, Supreme Court. In national interest, hope governments at the center and the states consider the matter, take appropriate steps, Supreme Court bench said. I am not going through the report in detail. Read it. Indian Express is available on a stand. We have been telling that reservation is a political reservation. It has nothing to do with employment. The Pune Pact opted for reservation and quota, and it was insisted by Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, who was speaking reconciliation, unity, integrity and pluralism, social, economic and political empowerment and freedom, rights to the women, rights to the children, rights to the working classes, who had the agenda of annihilation of caste, because the root cause of this hell-losing is the Manusmriti discipline, the caste system, the inherent caste system. Without killing this caste system, civilization, humanity and nature might not survive. And it is the Communist Manifesto of India. Indian Communist Manifesto is the annihilation of caste. We have been speaking again and again. Our caste Hindu brothers and sisters hate Dr. B.R. Ambedkar because they believe that Ambedkar introduced reservation and quota. Wrong. You are wrong. Our people hate Mahatma Gandhi because they believed that Mahatma Gandhi partitioned India. Wrong again. Mahatma Gandhi had been defeated by the Grand Alliance of Hindu controlled by Guru Golwalkar, Veer Savarkar, Syama Prasad Mukherjee, and the leader was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. They divided the country. Gandhi visited Noakhali. Gandhi was witnessing genocide and gang rapes during direct action in Kolkata way back in 1946. Gandhi could not stop direct action. However, Gandhi stopped the Noakhali riots, but he could not stop those trains coming and going to and fro across the border from Punjab and New Delhi and from Lahore, Islamabad and Karachi, full of dead bodies. The blood was flowing, it was spilling on the street. It was not French revolution, it was partition of India. The Holocaust continues even today. Those forces, those reactionary forces, those Grand Alliance of Hindutva has opted for free market economy. And I wrote America se Saudhan. I began narrating since the first Gulf War in 89, when it was Mandal versus Kamandal in India. The students and youth were vertically divided as caste Hindu and those who were standing in defense of reservation and quota. This reservation and quota gave sanctity to eternal caste system, and we said Om Swaha. We were turned Vedic with the strike of the signature done by Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. It was a historical blunder. We do not choose our representatives. The political heads of political parties, the leaders of hegemony choose the candidates, and we have to choose one of them. And they are the criminals, they are the brokers, they are the marketing agents, they are the Dalla of Chakla Ghar. And we elect them. The mafia, the don, the criminal, they are our representatives. They are the creamy layer of the society, and we are excluded. We are selected for ethnic cleansing, and it has to come. The neoliberal children had to take over the helms of the nation in 1991 with incarnation of Dr. Manmohan Singh by White House, by World Bank, by IMF, by WTO. All the massage of neoliberal age had been the slaves of global financial institutions controlled by White House, Pentagon and NATO. Since then, it was not only a war against Middle East, against Africa, against Latin America. It was not a war only against Saddam Hussein or Iraq or the Muslims living in Middle East, Arab and Africa. The war zone has been transferred right into our heart. South Asia, Southeast Asia and entire Asia has been inflicted with war and civil war, and we have been obliged to opt for free market economy, which has killed our economy, our production system, relations between the producers, which sustained the Hindu religion, the right to freedom. For 700 years, the Muslims ruled India. For 200 years, Christianity ruled India. But the Hindu Dharma, the Sanatan Hindu Dharma survives despite the self-destruction inflicted by caste system, Manusmriti discipline and Vedic violence. It was the Bharat Tirth, the greatest pilgrimage on this planet. The geography of humanity, इंसानियत का मुल्क, where so many streams of humanities must मंत्रहीन जातिहारा ब्रत रविंद्र संगीत told the story. We never heard, we never listened to, we never understood Tagore, we never understood Baba Saheb B.R. Ambedkar, we never understood Netaji, and we dubbed Netaji as fascist, who was fighting against fascism, and he had to align with Hitler, Germany and Japan to free India. It was his topmost priority, because Joseph Stalin also signed an agreement with Hitler. Hitler betrayed Joseph Stalin. Hitler betrayed our Netaji, and we could not understand Netaji. We could not understand Jai Prakash Narayan, who roamed around the Musar Tola, the Dalit and Ati Dalit Mullahs. We never did understand, because we have opted for objective question. We have lost the methodology. We have lost the academic career. Students and youth have given up higher studies for vocational training, for technology, for apps, for widgets, gadgets, 3G, 4G, 5G spectrum. They have given up the quest for knowledge. I was invited by Kolkata University during 2003. It organized a workshop for the those students who had to sit for IAS and PCS exams. And I spoke about the quest of knowledge, and I was contradicted by academia and administrators, and they declared that knowledge is not important. It is information. Information is important. Yes, it is the explosion of information all the way, and information is denied. Kolkata newspapers, Hindi, Bengali, English newspapers did not carry the news about the lathi charge on our children last night. They cover. I am a scribe, I know. The newspapers cover incidents until 4 a.m. and beyond 4 a.m. if necessary. But they did not carry the news item. They do not carry the atrocities on SC, ST, OBC communities. They do not stand with the women, our children raped and misused. They do not stand with the bonded childhood. They do not stand with the tribals, the tribal people subjected to Salwa Jurum. They do not stand with Kashmir, deprived with civic and human rights and subjected to repression, subjected to encounter, subjected to torture and arrest round the clock under Armed Force Special Power Act. The story is ditto in Manipur, in entire northeast. It is not Armed Force Special Power Act in central India or tribal geography, but it is army rule. The weapons we purchase in the global weapon market, the drones, the surveillance, the satellite, the armament of paramilitary forces, the armed forces, again, they are our children, they are our youth. They have been engaged to fight Indian peasantry, to fight the tribal people, and it is called Salwa Jurum. And the state power is nothing better than Salwa Jurum and APSPA. The governance of fascism is nothing better than APSPA and Salwa Jurum. It is all over Bifgate. It is killing on name of cow, and cow is not protected. You won't get the holy cow dung anywhere in Indian villages because the peasantry has been killed. Because our खेत खलिहान महाश्मशान है, हमारे कल कारखाने कब्रिस्तान है, हमारी चाय बगान, हमारे कॉफी के बगीचे, हमारा हिमालय, हमारा समुंदर, हमारे महाअरण्य अब मरुस्थल है। सारा देश डूब है, डूब में तब्दील है देश। सारा देश पुरानी टेरी है, which is merged in the Terry dam. It is the scenario. We do not protect cow. We have no cow dung, and मिट्टी भी खरीदी जा रही है। मिट्टी भी नहीं मिलती है इन दिनों। जमीन का हर इंच प्रोमोटरों, बिल्डरों और माफिया के कब्जे में। दिस प्रोमोटर राज, दिस बिल्डर राज, दिस माफिया राज, fed by foreign capital, fed by Sensex and NIF. Our blood, our bones, our flesh is called industrialization. It is urbanization. And Indian national capital is not the capital of Indian masses. It is not the capital of Republic India, democrat and secular India. It is the capital of fascism. It is the capital of Grand Alliance of Hindu. It is the capital of ethnic cleansing. It is the capital of lynching. It is the capital of racial apartheid, economic reforms, exclusion, displacement, deportation, and it is the capital of whip gate. I appeal to the students, to the youth, please unite to sustain the unity and integrity. Please study. Information is not knowledge, and objective questions would not arm you with employment. Reservation and quota would not ensure social justice or equality at all. It has given sanctity to caste system, to ethnic cleansing, to economic reforms. Since 1991, reservation and quota have been killed. We don't get reservation, we don't get quota. Railway manpower from 18 lakh has reduced to 13 lakh. It has to be reduced to 4 lakh. Everywhere it is retrenchment at large scale. Labor reforms enacted by Baba Sahib B.R. Ambedkar have been killed, and workers have lost the right to strike, the right to lodge grievances. Labor Commission is deactivated, disabled, and no employee is obliged to show the payroll, any document to anyone, and they are free to sack the employees. Everybody is concerned. Everybody, the government employees are concerned whether and how much they would get from 7th Pay Commission. They are concerned that the ratio should be 1 to 9 instead of 1 to 12. And they are not worried that the pay scale is linked to efficiency. Anybody may be sacked any time without any notice, without any hearing whatsoever. The service span is reduced to 33 years, and it is strictly 58 years. And education sector has the age limit up to 65 years, 7 years cut off, chopped off, and UGC has stopped the scholarship for research, and our children are protesting. I am amazed, I am surprised to see that whole KOLOROB is silent. যারা হোক কলরব চিৎকার করে কলকাতার রাজপথে দিনে রাতে মিছিল বের করেছিল, তাদের উদ্দেশ্য কি ছিল? একজন ভাইস চ্যান্সেলরকে চেয়ার থেকে সরানো, শুধু এতটুকুই, শুধু এতটুকুই। They did not want to change the system. They were not committed to the people, and I am not surprised. The students down the south, the students from Mumbai and Maharashtra, they stand rock solid with the students sitting before UGC New Delhi. Those students being thrashed, arrested, and lathi charge. Hope KOLOROB has not extended its support. Jadavpur University is silent. Kolkata University is silent. Presidency College is silent. Universities of Bengal are silent. It's a shame. I am ashamed. I am ashamed that intelligentsia has turned to be opportunist. I am ashamed. Our children have become careerists. I did not apply for government job. I did not sit for IAS and PCS exams. I did not opt for universities. I could have joined the academia. I opted for journalism because it was my creative activism. Because I root in 70s. I stand with Navarun Bhattacharya and I adopt the aesthetics of social realism. You publish or you do not publish, it is your choice. You share or you do not share, it is your choice. You like or you do not like, it is your choice. My choice is the aesthetics of social realism. I don't care about awards and recognition. I join the clan of Balzac, Kafka, Voltaire, and Navarunda also discussed this clan, this legacy of literature and art, the legacy of music, Mozart, Bach, artist Picasso and Somrat Hoare, philosophers Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Hobbes, Locke, Rousseau, writers Sartre and Tolstoy, the poet Voltaire, the poet Shakespeare, Homer and Kalidas, the Bhakti movement in India, the indigenous aboriginal people who continued uprising, insurrections, movements, Indian peasantry. Because I am a son of a peasant. I could have died with snake bite. I could have died by the blue from the sky harvesting. I could have died in illness. I could have succumbed. I survived because I was engaged in the quest of knowledge. Life is the quest of knowledge. And it was Manusmriti which deprived the masses right to education, right to property, right to life, right to arms. It deprived the woman from every ritual, their faith, their religion, their empowerment. They killed the matriarchal society. Durga Puja is the revival of matriarchal society in Bengal, which is reduced to the image of Mahishasur Mardani and Mahishasur Badh. And in fact, the Durga is not immersed. The woman is immersed every moment round the clock. The woman in Sundarbans, Sadhava or Vidhava, they are subjected to Visarjan every moment. The woman is gang raped despite so much so high empowerment. Despite their executive status, despite their flight into the space, despite they are included in combat force, in fighting air force, they would be flying with our bombing fighter jets. But at the ground, at zero ground, they are subjected to immense torture, atrocity, and the brutal behavior of patriarchal society, the ultimate torture, rape, gang rape at home, because we do not stand for values. We are deprived of knowledge. We have lost the quest of knowledge. We have lost the production system. We have lost the love. And it is not Hindutva tsunami. It is hatred tsunami. Hatred all around. It is Vivgate all around. We have no relationship. Father and son, mother and son, brother and sisters. The sacredness of relationship we have lost. We are degenerated. We are disorganized. We are disintegrated. We are partitioned. We have to fight against this partition. Organization, disintegration, degeneration, this personality disorder inherent in our psyche. We have to change the psyche. We have to join the quest of knowledge. We have to join those students, those youth who are fighting for the right to knowledge. And the situation is quite alarming. It is knowledge economy which is killing the knowledge. It is knowledge economy which is calling for Manusmriti rule. And Anand Bazar ei samay published a report that you have to donate lakhs of rupees for admission of your children in nursery KG1, KG2, and the report reads, সন্তানকে ভালো স্কুলে ভর্তি করতে চান, লাখ 10 টাকা মজুত রেখেছেন কি? You need rupees 10 lakh to get admission in KG and nursery. It is the knowledge economy. এই সময় is on a stalls, you can read it. And yet another story I have to read. শিশু যৌন নিগ্রহে লিঙ্গোচ্ছেদের সুপারিশ মাদ্রাস হাইকোর্টে। Anandabazar published, Anandabazar, the daily published on from Kolkata, Mongolbar, 27 October 2015. It tells about the sexual torture against the children. And Madras High Court is recommended to chop off the genitals. It means it is the trend. The rape against the children, rape against women has become our trend, and it is the open market economy. We should sustain knowledge economy. If we have to sustain the nature, humanity and civilization, we have to stand with our children, the students and youth who are fighting a right to education. We have to kill the caste. We have to opt for Baba Saheb's agenda of caste annihilation. We have to save the Bharat Tirth showcased by the Mantrahin Bratto Jatihara Robindra Sangeet. And my heart is bleeding. Navarunda wrote about this fight. Navarunda discussed the strategies of resistance against fascism. I am sharing that video. I am sharing the video of the folk presented in JNU, the songs of Gorakh Pandey, the Bhojpuri song written by our friend Gorakh Pandey. Please download this video. Download, and you have to circulate it offline on WhatsApp. You have to circulate the CDs, because it is not Man Ki Batein. It is our concern. It is the concern. It is the commitment of 70s, and we have to return to 70s. The students and youth have to return to 70s. The students and youth united rock solid can save the nation, can save humanity, can save nature, can save inherent pluralism, inherent diversities, can save the Bharat Tirth. Good morning, India. Good morning, humanity. Please download.